me, we do want to celebrate Juneteenth, but also part of Juneteenth and the last slaves of Galveston, Texas in 1865 who were freed, it is also black people and our allies. Hi, Andrew, I love you. Is that we also have to talk about our issues. We can't continue to hold up red cups with alcohol and party, and then nobody's a party animal worse than me. But when you look at black San Franciscans, let's talk about black San Franciscans and where we stand here in San Francisco. We are experiencing trauma, pain, suffering, and all parts of our lives. All parts of our lives. Education, mass incarceration, homelessness, housing, just mental health. And we have a boss mayor, who holds no guards to say she fights for us, for all San Franciscans. But because she is what? She said, I'm black first, and I'm a woman, then our issues are important to her. And so we are here, not only to support Mayor Breed, but also to send her a message. We need to talk with her. Black folks, we want a round table discussion with our mayor. Because one, these city departments, they're not doing justice by black people. We need to raise up justice, we need to raise up equity, and we need to raise up equality for black San Franciscans. And you guys look fabulous. I'm glad you're here because it is important. The more numbers is the more power that we have. And so without further ado, she always coming looking good, right? Always beautiful. And I have her back no matter what. I don't care who has it. I don't care who doesn't have it. I have my mayor's back. And so here you are, our luxurious, genuine, black queen, Mayor London Nicole Breed.
She's more fabulous than that, though.
Thank you, Phelicia. First of all, let me start by thanking Wealth Disparities and Phelicia Jones for their unwavering commitment to address some of the challenges that continue to plague African Americans in San Francisco. Yes, we have the first African American woman to serve as mayor, but we know the challenges that have persisted in this city far too long, not just with African Americans in general. I am acutely aware of the challenges that exist with African American employees, and I am committed to continuing to work with you all to address many of those issues. Don't you remember Juneteenth back in the day? Raise your hand if you remember the pony rides, the carnival, the black cowboys. We put on our best clothes and we go show off and we go have fun, and there was barbecue. But you know what? There was a history. There was a history in San Francisco as to when Juneteenth started. Here in San Francisco, it was around 1965 when Walter Johnson Jr., who owned, what was that club called, Diane? Linda? You know the club I'm talking about? The one they started at. Anyway, I'll remember it in a minute. No, it was way before the Off Plaza. I can't remember. So he started Juneteenth, started one of the first parades. They were walking up and down the streets, and it was black people at their very best, and it was absolutely beautiful. If you look at many of the photos, you see the happiness and the excitement, and it felt good. It felt good despite the challenges that our community continues to face. It felt good to be black in San Francisco. But you know what? It should feel good every single day. It should feel good every single day that we walk down the street. And last year, we saw a real reckoning in this country, like never before. An uprising where people said, not no more. People talk about the death of George Floyd as a catalyst for the rest of the country. But sadly, in the African American community, this is too familiar with us. On a regular basis, we experience the discrimination and the death and the destruction that has plagued our community for far too long. But there is hope. We have an incredible opportunity. We have an incredible opportunity to rise up despite those challenges. When you think about it, look at where we are today. We have a less than 6% population of African American in San Francisco, and you all still helped to elect the first African American woman mayor in this city. The president of the Board of Supervisors is a black man. The leadership of this city in so many ways presents us with an opportunity. An opportunity to see growth and to develop and to see prosperity in our community. But you know what? I can't do it alone. It takes work. It takes us coming together. It takes us putting aside our differences in order to support the collective. And as a result of so many of you who have constantly been at the forefront of these challenges, today, President Biden is signing to make Juneteenth an official holiday in this country. Now, for black folks, it's been a holiday. But we'll share the holiday with everybody else, no problem. And as mayor, I plan today to sign a declaration giving all city employees Juneteenth off as a holiday. Now, if you are already going to work, go ahead and go to work, because you got the whole weekend. But you get a holiday in lieu. Don't worry, you can take it off later. The fact is, we honor our heritage, we honor our history, we honor our culture when we remember the past and we use the past to not repeat the same mistakes. We use it to grow and to become better. San Franciscans, this weekend as we celebrate Juneteenth with so many amazing events at the African American Art and Culture Complex, as we celebrate at Gilman Park in the Bayview, as we celebrate at the Ferry Building, so many amazing Juneteenth events this weekend. Let's remember, let's have a good time, and let's rededicate